what would you say to somebody, because we talking to our audience that say, man, how can you get some money if you ain't got no money? Like, how can you start from square one? You dig what I'm saying? Like, so you had a check coming in for the military to invest.
Right.
But if you at square one, what should you do?
I got plenty of approaches to that method. So, square one, you want me to talk about how I did it first?
I want you to talk to the water boy that walk up to you and like, bro, I'm trying to be like you, but I ain't got no money.
Right.
But I'm trying to get money.
So if you don't have money, the first thing I would say is, before you can even talk about, we can get into business credit, all of that. First thing I'm going to say is saving, of course. Creating a system to save. So I talk about the system I used to save to even get money. For one, I was in the Army and I had an extra stream of income. What I was also doing was I was putting away money every week. Every Monday, I would put away $100.
But shit, we talking about ground zero, because a nigga can't save air.
I started from zero. From zero, I put away $100.
But I mean, I'm talking about a nigga that ain't even got nothing
a way to make
lined up.
Oh, we talking about a street nigga, bro. A street nigga that ain't in the Army.
Flat.
He ain't got.
A water boy might be making. Yeah, okay. That's what we be trying to. That's what we trying to get to. That's what we trying to pull. Yeah, we trying to pull it out here. We trying to pull it out here.
He needs one stream of income first.
Some type of stream of income.
So. One type of stream of income could be anything, whether it's a job, hustling, whatever you do to get money. We ain't gonna say, because however somebody gets some money, as long as you ain't killing, stealing, nothing like that, it's fair game in my opinion. So go ahead and get your money, get you some money, one income stream, one, right? And then the second thing is two streams. You really need two, in my opinion. No matter what it is, you need two streams of income in order to scale quickly, in my opinion.
You gotta be a hustler from the start, basically. You gotta have a hustler mentality.
I'm about to say, like, it's kind of like everybody not gonna do it if they don't want it. You feel me? But you definitely need income stream one, and then you need to work on income stream two. And with income stream one is gonna be your living expenses. Income stream two is your risk taking. See what I'm saying? So that way it's risk free. See what I'm saying? So that's what I did.
So if you lose, you ain't gonna sweat it.
Exactly. So that's why I was able to learn investing, because I'm putting in barber money the whole time, just pumping in barber money until I learn it.
Right.
So with me, what I decided to do was teach people a way to not go through what I had to go through, that whole selling. So of course you can get credit. You know what I'm saying? You can get business credit or credit, you feel me? So let's just say a person gets an LLC, and the best way to get your LLC is to go on zenbusiness.com. It's as simple as literally filling out the application. Like, how long did it take us to get our LLCs? Well, I did mine back at 30 minutes. It took them.
If that.
Exactly. So people think getting the LLC is so hard. They're going to provide you your EIN and your LLC, and they even do S corporations, and they even do C corporations. So, and if I was to break down what S corps are for small businesses, and C corps are for people who would want to go public if they were to start a business or whatnot. And the LLC is just, a LLC.
Just the basic
startup,
yeah.
Right.
We talked about on Big Facts before, like balancing your sex. So if somebody got, let's say, 25, 30, 35,000, whatever the case is,
right?
When is the moment when you can go play? Because some people will go play with all their money, bottles, watches, jewelry, all that type of shit. But when do you feel like is the moment when you can go play? Because
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. No man should be playing too hard until he got at least, in my opinion, at least an M saved up. A M, because
no playing at all till you got an M.
I didn't play at all until I had an M saved up. You can look at my Instagram and say I didn't do anything.
So you got two. Whatever. If you
gonna have to invest in yourself, but it depends on what career we're talking about. If he's serious, If he's serious, like if he a rapper, he gotta play a little earlier, because he gotta invest in himself. He gotta have jewelry. He gotta, you know what I'm saying, this and that.
Right.
But if you a businessman like me, who wasn't even about all that, I would say I'm just telling you my story. I didn't even believe in playing until I had at least an M in the bank. I wouldn't buy a watch, not a car, not nothing. Nothing, you feel me? Because I wanted to go bigger than an M. It depends on what your goals are. If your goal is an M, you could play a little earlier. But me, I was kind of like, shoot, this is my first time getting some money. When I first had an M, I was only 23. And I was still in the Army. So I'm like, if I blow it all right now, I won't have opportunities in the future. And I kid you not, I bought a house. As soon as I came to Atlanta, if you look at it, I had a house as soon as I came here. most people aren't able to do that. And on top of that, I stayed in a hotel for 3 months. I stayed in so I was paying like $150 a day for 3 months. Just staying in a hotel until I found a house here. Because I just got out of the military March 2020. And I didn't purchase my house until June. So from about so I was staying in a hotel from March to June 2020, paying $150 a day, sometimes $200.
That's
discipline. So I knew I couldn't spend my money in the first place because I had a house to buy. I had a whole bunch of stuff to buy. So if I would have messed up, I'm thinking about all the things I would have did. If I would have bought a Lamborghini, would have bought a whole bunch of jewelry, all this stuff. As soon as I got my money, I wouldn't have had no money for a house or to stay in that hotel.
You would have just had your Lamborghini and your jewelry.
I would have had that.
There's a lot of that going on, though.
You see what I'm saying?
There's a lot of that going on.
But
yeah,
I would say like I would say $100K cash. You need to start playing with it. But I tell people what I learned too. If I had to go back, I wouldn't use my cash.
Use your credit.
Boom. See, I did it backwards. I scaled my money cash. But now that I'm up here and I understand, it's best to leverage their money.
Where you at, bro?
Up here.
Now I'm up here. Now that I'm up. You know what I mean?
I'm up here. Now that I'm up here, I definitely feel like, it's time to get into the business credit and the credit game. And that's what I've been telling people and preaching. Hey, while you down, don't do how I did. I saved to get here and use my money, and literally everything had to work out in order for me to win. Right. You see what I'm saying? So with credit, when you use somebody else's money, you know what I'm saying, you still got that threshold of what if it don't work out if you're using business credit. You feel me? You can start over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
that's what the other kind of people do.
Use your cash to pay them back in increments. Exactly. Use your cash to pay them back in increments and sit on your cash and just let your cash pile up and just use business credit, business loans and stuff like that. And of course, we talking about doing in the future a business credit session in my live tour, which I'll be doing a AMU live tour, which is my company or whatnot. Well,
and what does AMU stand for?
Aristotle, Mike, and Unraveler. So Mike is a Caucasian male and Unraveler is an Indian male, right? So the vision was that I was telling them is...
So basically y'all are like three the hard way?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the vision was I was telling them is, for one, we already diversified by default. I wasn't trying to make it that way. I didn't even know these guys' faces at first. I don't do business based on race or anything. I do business on...
results.
Boom. You see what I'm saying? That's where the money at, right? So... it just so happened that bro was Indian, he was white, right? So
how old are they?
Mike is 25, but he's worth a lot, and all of us are rich.
But how old are y'all?
Mike is 26, I'm 25, and then Unraveler is 28.
Pretty much the same age. Okay.
But we from different backgrounds. I'm the only one without a college degree though in the group. They have college degrees, but it's not in trading. None of us have college degrees in trading or the stock market or finance. We just did it and learned it and then taught the world,
Do you rock with like some of the other like financial literacy crews? I mean, I guess like The Truth, Earn Your Leisure, Him 500 or something. Do you like rock with some of them or check they shit out too?
Yes. Okay. All of them.
Okay. That's cool.
I rock with in fact, I just got off the plane. I was talking to 19 Keys like yesterday.
Okay.
I was talking to 19 Keys. Him 500, I talked to him too.
What's next for you?
What's next is basically content. Like I'm really trying to become like just keep scaling my content. And of course I'm gonna keep putting out streams of income. I never like to tell my next move because you know how that go. I be having some, But privately, you feel me? Like yeah. But like as far as like I never really speak on what I do next anymore. I just say I got these moves coming out. Yeah. But what's really next is this AMU tour. And that's gonna be in Atlanta where day one, we're talking about the fundamentals of option trading and technical analysis, right? So the foundation of option trading, technical and fundamental analysis. So technical analysis is when you're looking at the charts. And then fundamental analysis is pretty much studying the balance sheets and this and that for long-term trading, picking out good companies for your long-term portfolio. So we're going to teach that day one, long term, and then we hopping right into trading technicals.
And then what's day two?
Day two is where we teach you our personal secret strategies, because all of us have what are called high probability setups. So the key to trading is this. You're going to have a list of 8 setups, right? I do, personally. Some people have 4 or 5 or 2. And what we do is we literally sit patiently and we memorize these 8 setups, or you can write them down and put, but you know, I memorize them. All I'm doing is waiting on one of those 8 things to happen out of the day, and that's when I strike. It's almost like you're a lion in the jungle hunting for prey, and you just in the bushes, and then you waiting on what? That prey to set up. So that lion is waiting on that gazelle to drink that water so you can go attack or something, or whatever it is, you feel me? That's all I'm doing. It's just I'm a lion in the bushes, waiting on something to happen, waiting on something to pop out. And as soon as I see that move happen, I click on it, but I be alerting my group via like this, like a live podcast, like, hey, I'm watching this. All right, when it touch this, I'm going to buy. All right, get your contracts ready. Like stuff like that.